What's today? You know what day it is. It's the 18th day of No Excuses 2024. 18th of January. It's a little bit nippy out here today. I mean, it was cold yesterday. It was like 7 when I got down here and then maybe 10 when I left. But it was, when I woke up this morning, started gearing up, it was like 1 to 3 degrees, something like that. So I hung out for a little while. I didn't get out here till like 9 o'clock because it was still like 7 degrees. And I mean, it was just as cold yesterday, but it seemed colder today because it was like another 24 hours of being that cold. But yeah, man, I'm out here. It's still gorgeous. The sun is up. A little hazy clouds, but another day of life. I keep getting better looking every day. I always say I can't wait till tomorrow because I can only imagine how handsome I'm gonna be then. Nah, but I feel pretty good today. I don't feel like freaking working, man. I don't feel like going to the shop. I mean, it's January. It's usually pretty slow. So, I mean, I've only got like a couple people reaching out so I can schedule everybody for Friday and Saturday and be good to go. But we'll see. I sit at the house all day, and I don't know, I get angry watching, what's going on in the world today. You got Israel, you got Ukraine, you got Iran, and they're tying the Houthis and all that shit together. And they're like, hey, man, maybe if Switzerland gets into a little beef with Russia up there, stall them out down here, and we can, destroy them and then go right into Iran and Taiwan and, it'll Jordan and not Jordan, Syria and Lebanon. I mean, why not just get it all now before they start, building up their military? I mean, I don't even want to get into that, but anyway, so I'm thinking about doing a social media cleanse again, like a content cleanse where I don't watch anything for, who knows, right? I don't know. I did it for 25 days. I was going for 30. I got sick as a dog, and I was like, I gotta watch that, which is an excuse, you know what I mean? But it was a decent one in my mind. But yeah, because it just aggravates me, you know what I mean? I just get fucking pissed off. And then, you'll watch clips of mainstream media. Well, I guess that is what I'm going to talk about today. You watch clips of mainstream media, and they're just fucking lying. And they're like, oh, well, we're, relaying our concerns to the Israelis and blah, blah. And if we just give Ukraine a little more money, then we can secure our southern border and they'll win this time, Ukraine and blah, blah. And it's like, man, they're like reevaluating what winning looks like in Ukraine. Well, it's obvious to me, who's a GEDologist, that it's losing. The new vision for winning is losing. They lost. Yeah, sure, we can keep them going for a while, maybe. Anyway, I don't know. So that's why I'm thinking about getting off for a little while. I got a couple shows I like to watch, but like I could watch those. It's like 3-4 shows, right? So I could watch those Friday and Saturday nights, with my girl. And I wouldn't have to watch any other stuff. I do miss, the news and stuff like that, because like I don't watch, I watch clip shows about mainstream media. You know what I mean? Like I watch like The Gray Zone, Redacted, Jimmy Dore, just to name a few. I watch a lot of stuff. Garland Nixon. I watch people on the left, the right. I also watch people kind of in the center lane, but nobody the only person that I watch now, who I hated the motherfucker, that's from the mainstream really is Tucker Carlson. You know, his new show on X and stuff, you know, and but other than that, you know, I watch, I don't know, I don't watch any of the mainstream shit. I just think that it's a waste of time, and it's, it pits us all against each other. And like we don't come together on working class issues, and that can be worldwide, but at least let's start here, in our local communities. And, they always have money for war. It's amazing. There's always money for war, right? And you even hear them bragging about it, They're like, well, I mean, most of that money, 85-90% comes back to us. So, I guess that's what it's all about, is the bottom line, right? But my bottom line today doesn't have anything to do with those fucking maniacs, other than, I guess it's done in our names, right? With our dollars. But, my bottom line today is to get healthy. Well, stay healthy, get healthier, and to try to spread that message, and try to help people who are having a hard time. Maybe, I don't know, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm just talking, I'm just some guy, But I'm telling you, man, you gotta make your bottom line. It's like on an airplane, right? They say that the oxygen masks fall down. Like, even if you got children, put yours on first, right? So you got to take care of your bottom line. You got to take care of your health and safety, your health and welfare. And then you help the person next to you, or, your child, or whoever it is who can't help themselves, right? I mean, it goes the same thing, recovery from anything, right? It goes same thing for, just changing your habits to a healthy start, or healthy lifestyle. It takes just little tweaks, man. You can get there, It does take some time. That's why people like pills. This shit takes a little while, right? Like, I didn't immediately start feeling better physically, but mentally I did, because I was like, damn, I'm doing something. You know what I mean? Every time I do something that is positive, physically, mentally, spiritually, that I don't want to do, but I push through it anyway, I get to the other side of it, and I'm like, I'm so happy I did it, But yeah, I mean, that's got to be our bottom line, is helping ourselves. And I don't mean like helping yourself to other people's shit, or help yourself to greed and envy and jealousy and all that. No. Help yourself to become physically fit, mentally fit, spiritually fit. And then we're able to help others, I'd like to be able to help others, but I can just tell them what's worked for me in the past, in the present right now, actually. Because the past is the past, right? I can give you an idea of how I got here. But, I feel pretty good today. It's the 18th of January. No excuses for 2024. What are you doing today? About your bottom line. What are you going to do? How are you going to get past your bullshit? And believe me, it's all bullshit. You know what I mean? It's all bullshit. All this shit's bullshit. All that pain, the suffering. I'm not saying that it's not valid, right? I'm not saying that we don't have reasons to be, felt betrayed and, upset and embarrassed and angry and, all those things. Yeah, they're valid. But now what? You want to live in that shit forever? I lived in it forever, man. I lived in it way too long. Self-victimization, the blame game, and using everything for an excuse to be a victim, I mean, that shit works for a while, I mean, it'll work your whole life, right? But is that what you really want to do? You want to get by on people's sympathies? Or do you want to get by on your own merit, I mean, I struggle with that, I'd rather get by on my merit. But I slip into that sympathetic mode, like, oh, woe is me. We can't. I know for myself, for this addict, I can't live in that. Because, I mean, they say that other shit, right? Like, pour me a drink, right? The alcoholics and shit. Like, that shit's true, man. The more you sit in that funk, you know, the more likely it is that you go through depression. And then with the depression, especially if you're prone to addiction, you know, that's just around the corner. You know, I have a barbershop and people, oh, how come you don't keep beer in your fridge and, you know, or like some whiskey and stuff? And it's like, well, I don't drink, you know what I mean? And like, you know, I could more than likely resist it 99.99999% of the time. But what about that one sliver of a percentage that I fall into some bullshit and I'm like, fuck it, right? And if it's right there, you know, it's more likely to happen. So, you know, I try to keep, I don't know what I'm getting at with that, but I'm just saying, you know, you gotta keep that first foot forward, right? And then keep that, once you've got the momentum, keep that momentum going. You know, don't slow down, don't stop. You know, I'm not saying don't relax here and there, sure, but do your thing every day, right? Make a positive stride towards a goal, towards recovery, towards weight loss, towards, you know, health, exercise, mental health, fitness, and whatever, you know what I mean? Like, take that first step and keep it going. All right, peace, everybody.